Welcome to the Bosporan Kingdom campaign for Et Impera 1.2.8, and we are picking up exactly where we left off in the last part. In that part, we pushed out this way to take this settlement here from the Parthians. That's left this army a little bit exposed, so what we're going to have to do is try and provide a bit of a diversion over here by attacking Marv. But even if we don't take it, we need to try and drive off some of these cavalry armies. So that's what we're going to have to try and go for. But before we get started, a big thank you for the feedback you gave me on the question I posed on the last video, where I asked about what the next faction to play is. And I had kind of two feedback. One was to play Carthage and the other was not to play a Hellenic faction. And I actually agree with this sentiment on the Hellenic faction, is that it's very tempting in this game to always play Hellenic factions because they always seem to be the ones congregated around the Mediterranean. I haven't made a final decision on the faction, but I am inclined to go west, and I'm actually a bit inclined maybe of actually starting in Iberia. I've started in Iberia for quite some time. Anyway, what we're going to do now is we're just going to get in, and all these guys are going to be a little bit tight, but I think we can do it. We're going to get in here, attack this external navy, army. Now the reason they've got the edge is that it's a garrison against these two armies. So as I said, what we're going to do is kind of take up a defensive position, and we'll see if we can just weaken these armies down a little bit using the artillery and all that. Either that, or what we might be able to do is actually get into fort itself. So we're just going to go for this. Hopefully we'll be able to play this. I should have dropped a save on this, but then it's a new load anyway. I'm hoping that they will come charging out against us, and then that will leave the fort empty for us to move into. But what we're going to need to do is get the two armies on the same side. So we're going to start deployment. Of course, it goes without saying that the army that were... This is going to be a little bit risky, in the sense that we're over here, but I want the two armies together. And in some ways, even though it's a fort battle, I'm going to kind of take up a little bit of a defensive position to start with. So we're actually going to start back here, because I want to get the two armies together that we can actually deal with. Because the problem we're going to have is the cavalry, because they're going to probably come at us big time. So we're going to need to come here. And this could be a little bit of a war of attrition. And we'll just put the archers there. And we'll put the cavalry there. And I know we're a long way away from the fort, but I just want to get my armies together first and form a really strong front line. We may have to go into a bit of a box formation. Yes, but where from? I'm going to put the two generals. Oops. Get our generals together. Start collecting cavalry. Oops. Get the front line together. These guys are quite lightly armed as well, which isn't particularly that good. I want to form this front line up. That. What we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to get these guys in the center for the moment. We await your command. With these forward. In fact, what we'll do is bring you guys up on this side. These guys on this flank. The axe warriors in the center. Ballistas up forward. And put these archers to support. Because we're going to need the mass ranks of archers. Work with. Get rid of that because they're going to have really heavy cavalry. So, what else have we got here? Right, we got citizen cavalry. I think we can have you guys providing such close support. Yeah, here they come. We're actually on the defensive. It's okay. Actually, we're going to put you there. Right, we've got the front line in. They're waiting. So we need to try and spur them now into action. Now I'm going to move you forward as a unit. I have to do it slowly because once they move forward as an artillery, so once they start to move forward, they're going to come at us in all directions. So generals, where's the generals? Oh, what are you doing back there? Archers. Actually, you work with those guys. Swordsman on this flank, protecting these guys. You guys move forward a smidge and seal off that front line there. You guys get ready. Actually, see if we can get the range on them from here. Just bring up the artillery behind. So we're going to just play this very carefully. Keep the axe warriors there. Just let's see if the artillery will get close enough. Apologies for the speed, but we do. The trick is not to get impetuous. So we're just going to get you there. Once this lot starts to come in, move you forward a little bit. Oh, no. Halt. Brace. Brace.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
And there's elephants in there in the mix as well. The heavy shot cab. Oops. Right, these guys are coming round the back. Counter charge.
Ammunition.
Right, the very heavy shot cav are coming round the back.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
These guys back off that way. Right, we're holding them here. You.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Axeman. I'm not sure where I can use you at the moment. Wait. We need to straighten that front line. Stay there.
One of our units has used all its ammunition. Shock cavalry ready. Ready, men. For glory. Step.
Now, if we can see off there.
Our general is under attack.
Yep. Heavy archers, pull back. You're doing parading all over the map. We can get their generals down. Operations over here. You. Okay, these guys are going, so bring your infantry that way. You guys drop, leave the battlefield. Wait.
Our men.
You fight those.
Heavy horse at your command. One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Come in here. You drive onto them. Right, I need to get these hoplites in against this cav. Right, I think we're kind of half winning.
Royal thorax swordsman. Citizen cavalry.
You push those operations.
Companion cavalry. General. Understood. One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Archers back. Right, we're kind of breaking into individual little units now.
General. Ready and waiting.
Right, we've kind of got a little bit of momentum on this side. So,
Used all its ammunition.
Pushing these.
One of our units has used all its...
You leave the battlefield.
One of our units has used all its ammunition. Companion cavalry! Royal Thorax swordsmen! Archers!
Archers keep hitting them. General. You keep the archers, leave the battlefield. Leave the battlefield. The cavalry. You push there. Okay, we've got a little bit of a break here. The archers leave. You guys leave. Right, we've got them bogged down here. We can get our troops in amongst this lot. Guys here. You bring in on against those. You leave the battlefield. Got to keep an eye on our generals. You pull out so you can renew your charges. I say if you can get the cavalry pinned. You into the backs of those. Okay. You leave the battlefield. You leave the battlefield. You leave the battlefield. It's too badly damaged. What's still coming in? You've got light missile infantry coming in. You get onto the backs of those. You crush into those. What we got here? Right, we've got another general gone. Generals, I need to preserve you. You pull out. You guys come this way.
Our men flee the field of battle.
Right, we've got some spears here. Right, what have we got over here? We've got one good cavalry unit. Gauge, hold, pin. What we got here? Got like missile infantry. Okay, what we got over here? Right, you support the general.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Battle line. Battle line. Pull back. Where are you? Citizen cavalry, you push forward. You guys just to right. Haha. Right, you're a little bit damaged. You chase those guys. Got those. Got that heavy missile cavalry corps. You guys just keep falling back. General, you can leave the battlefield. You keep falling back. We can't afford to engage these guys. You leave the battlefield. Right, we're gonna have to take the punishment from this light cavalry, if we like it or not. We just kind of have a fighting rear guard. Where's you? What cavalry have I got left? Yep. You harass this light cav. You provide a fighting retreat. There's my other general as well. Your job is just to provide a shield for these guys. Just keep them moving. You're getting too far ahead now. Right.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Leave. You doing up there? Okay, time for all of them to go. They've done their job, but we've taken a little bit of a beating in the process. But I think what we've done is the most important thing, which is wreck those two cavalry armies. Right, just going to speed up. Fighting Parthian cavalry armies is brutal. Yes, I know we're losing ground.
Our men flee the field of battle.
In battle, we lost nearly half our army, but so did they. And more importantly, what we've done is we've wrecked these cavalry armies. And of course, we've wrecked our own armies in the process. but hopefully if we can consolidate two of them, the two armies, into a single army that can defend itself, we'll be okay. Don't really want to lose these heavy archers, but I'd guess that I've probably lost one of them. That general got... Yeah, we lost quite a few units, but you say we wrecked this cav army. This cav army isn't particularly that good, and we did a little bit of damage to their garrison as well. Yep, they're still within defensive range. Right, what I have to do is we need to strengthen this front line, so we have to... Well, that one didn't come off too bad. Wow. And my artillery army took a heck of a beating. Don't know if we can bring any mercs in. I think we're kind of higher up. 3 sets of kind of light cavalry. Right, we're gonna have to probably fall back and consolidate now. The trouble is we got 2 weak armies now defending, but we've accomplished what we set out to do. That these cavalry armies are completely wrecked, and what we're most likely would have to do now is I need an army that will... I was going to push out that way, but I think you're going to have to come this way and basically reinforce these 2 armies now. I was going to recruit artillery, wasn't I? That's the way it's going to have to be. I don't think I can move any more of these guys, can I? Yes, I can. I want you coming this way. You can't move any further. You're moving into position here. Have army there. I think that's all we can do this end turn, so away we go. What would I want to do with the settlement of Side? Oh, you got to be kidding me, game. Family annuals. I mean, that... Well, it is part of my empire. I've got absolutely no idea what I'm going to do with that. I suppose I could garrison it with the navy. Who did I get that from? Was that Egypt? I want that there. And this is actually could be a good place for a barracks, actually. So we put you there. I mean, it's stable for the moment. What I might need to do is raise an army there, but I need to deal with the east first. Right. You can get... How far can you move? Right, you can move a lot further. So you go to there. My instinct is to combine the 2 armies. Maybe it's time to retire. Do you need... You've got the front line there. I think if you come past there, you've got 17. You've got a lot of Persian cavalry. These are really good. I don't really want to... Actually, what I could do... You've got horse archers. We shouldn't really have horse archers in a army here. Right, we're going to get rid of you 3 now. You've done your job, but I don't really want you in the army. You. This is actually our... This is Spartacus the 4th, isn't it? You're our faction leader. Let me just remind myself. or family leader, not the faction leader. There's a difference. Right. What we're going to do is, this is our new general. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You. Right, we're going to choose everything that we want in this army. We want a couple of Persian cavalry. Certainly want you, and you. Right. I don't want to do that, do I? Cancel. Cancel that. Cancel that. You. You can come back. You can come back. Right, you're very heavily damaged. We want to give the 3 archers the artillery, and I would like. We got these Bosporan, so if we keep the 2 heavy cav in here, I think they're better armored than those. So if we build the army like that, that brings this army up to strength, although it's a bit sketchy because it hasn't got much of a front line. But we got these guys with their heavy armor. So, and we've lost 1 heavy archer. But this is and then these guys. I mean, there's no real rank in this army, isn't it? So you're gonna defect to there. This is our family leader. Right, let me just see how long will it's going to take me to get this guy up here. Right, it's winter. You're going to move that way. Your job is to come through in this direction. Your job is going to be to guard this area. I want you, because our real fighting is going to be up over here. Right. Did I have another army down here that was rebuilding? No, you're that one there. I mean, I've got spare armies, but I don't normally do this because I'm always a bit reluctant, but truthfully, we got 1 good unit and we got the general, which is preserved. We're going to disband you, and we're going to disband you. You're going to go home. And maybe it's time for the family leader to take up a totally different role. I was hoping to get, if we keep this building here for the moment, what we might be able to do is get this army in and drop these medium infantry and get some artillery in, and then we can swap these armies round for something that's a bit different. So we're going to have to go on the defensive for a little while until we've rebuilt this army, but I think we've delivered a little bit of a mighty blow to the Parthians, and I want to see what's going on over here, see who's lurking in this area. I think what we've done is we've actually damaged their main armies. See, this settlement's open, but oops. I've got a feeling that there's a kind of an army knocking around here as well. Right. My instinct is, because we got this army here that's still recruiting, and what we need is get a bit more of a front line in here. We're going to recruit here, and how many armies have we got now? We should have a spare army. We got here We got 11 out of 14. So what I'm going to do is we've got a barracks here. We're going to raise an army here. What we got here? We got a couple of Sparta, reinstate legacy, and of course we're going to have the good quality generals now. And we're going to have 2, 3. We got 2 of those. We've got no troubles. We don't have any decent archers, but that's okay. What we're going to do is start building this as an army up to defend here, and because we're still dealing with Parthian. Where am I? Sorry, lost myself on the map here. And we're going to raise another army here. Whoops. We're going to. We got here. Spartoid dynasty. None of these seem to have any rank anyway, so here's an army here. Oops, don't disband, promote, and we're gonna again do. Whoops, only can get 2 of those. Build a front line. Oops, no. And then what you're gonna have to do is feed in this whole process as I reshape these armies here. Right, we got some research to do, and I can't even remember what the research is. Right, we hired research mercenaries, which is military. There, so we've now got some more replenishment, and we've got lower cost of there. I think maybe it's time to go back to eventual capital minus some construction time will change. That could be quite useful. Granary, winter preserves. My instinct is to go for this because we may need to take up our food production to another level. So go with that for 8 turns. Construction report. We've got a slave trader here. We can't go up another level at the moment. So we're okay there. And we got built the stadia there. I mean, generally we're okay financially. Edict issued. Kind of a little bit twitchy. I mean, I suppose, to be honest, if I lose side, I lose side. It's not really on my agenda at the moment. I don't want to push out this way. The only positive thing I can do here is we can keep building up our Hellenic culture here. In fact, let me just check here, because this is yeah, we're by far the dominant culture there. So I think we're good. See if anybody's got any problems. We got Bachelor over here. Is still improving. If I tax well, I think maybe we'll just leave that for the moment. I mean, it's a nice amount of money, but at the same time, I don't think we need that. Patava, Scythia. There we got Dalmatia up here. Is falling, but probably due to bad winter. Yep. But we should fix that with that. Over here, 5 turns we get. I'm not feeling it for anything here at the moment. Let's see. Of Marder. Nope. Wow. And it seems I've spent the entire video on a single turn, but I think this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.